Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Regarding the concept of prophethood, the misconception I intend to discuss today relates to this popular belief that the deeds of the Ummah of the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, their deeds are presented before him morning and evening, and he knows their deeds and he knows their names so that he can be a witness over them. Now, this is what is generally said. First of all, it needs to be understood that this narrative itself has been severely questioned, and it is not at all a sound narrative. It is an absolutely suspect narrative. First of all, it needs to be understood that it is not a narrative which can be directly attributed to the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, because in this narrative it is Sayyid ibn Musayyib, who is of course not a companion. He is a follower, he's a tabi'i who reports something from the Prophet, which in other words means that there is a break in the connection in the chain of narration, because Sayyid ibn Musayyib is narrating something from the Prophet, and of course he had never met the Prophet. It is technically a flaw in the chain of narration. The second flaw in the chain of narration is that there are words which of course clearly say that there is an unknown person in the chain, and the words are Rajulun min al-Ansar, which means a person from the Ansar, and the person himself has not been named. Now, this of course is another flaw, which means that we do not know who this person is, and therefore on the basis of both these flaws, whatever is narrated in this narrative cannot be relied upon. So therefore, this narrative is an absolutely unsound narrative. Whatever it says cannot be relied upon. And if it says that the deeds of the people of the Ummah of the Prophet Muhammad are presented before him morning and evening, and he knows their names and he knows their deeds so that he can be a witness over them, this is something which this narrative says. And since this narrative, the ascription of this narrative to the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ is not sound, so therefore we cannot at all derive this conclusion from it, and we will reject this narrative, and we can safely say that this is an alien concept which has been injected in the folds of Islam. أقول قولي هذا واستغفر الله لي ولكم ولسائر المسلمين والمسلمات.